Hi guys, I'm Rotary Swing instructor Clay Ballard, also known as the Lag Doctor, and I wanted to do a quick video analysis on Steve Stricker. Now he's a fairly interesting case on the PGA Tour. He usually hovers somewhere around the bottom of the tour as far as driving distance. He usually averages around 280 or so, 130th to 140th on tour in driving distance, and usually around the top of the tour for driving accuracy. Now I want to go over two moves that help him to be, one of them that helps him to be accurate and consistent, and then one thing that he could do to pick up some very easy distance that I've had hundreds of people on the site do to help them pick up easy clubhead speed and start hitting the ball farther right away. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about with accuracy is hip spinning, and this is a big issue with a lot of players that try to get a lot of speed out of it, and they want to spin their hips wildly through impact, and it can lead to a lot of inconsistency. So we're going to talk about the right foot and also the hips at impact here. So as he's making his downswing, the last thing you want to do for consistency is have your hips spin wildly out of control. So at impact, we'd like to have these hips about 30 to 45 degrees open, which is about what he has here, and we want to make sure that you keep the inside of your right foot on the ground. So you can see his right foot is rolling forward here. So as he's going down into the downswing, his right foot is rolling forward, but his hips aren't spinning out of control and pulling that foot open. So a lot of times what we'll see is people pushing off their right foot, their hips spinning wildly out of control, the hips 60, 70 degrees open, and this right foot is well off the ground, the heel is well off the ground, as in the red line there, as opposed to staying on the ground and just rolling to the inside, as Steve Stricker is doing here correctly. Now that'll really help him to remain consistent. Alright, so let's go ahead and take another look at these same two moves from face on, or the same move from face on. So you'll notice throughout the downswing, his right foot is going to remain on the ground, so it's not, his right heel isn't coming up way off the ground, and at impact we can see the right foot has rolled inward, so the outside of his right foot's off the ground, and most of the pressure is on the inside of his right foot. Also, if we go back to the top and notice his hips, they're still rotating and they're still shifting to the left to start the downswing. So as soon as he's starting his downswing, he's shifting his hips, he's starting with his lower body, but they're just not spinning wildly and out of control. Now, if he wanted to pick up some more distance, this would be easy to do. So one thing he doesn't get a lot of is lag, and he could really get a lot more lag by starting the correct way with the proper amount of downcock. So you'll notice as he completes his backswing, I'm going to measure this angle between his right forearm and the club, and as he starts down, this angle doesn't really increase. It kind of stays the same. So if we're looking at this same angle, here's the right forearm and here's the club, it's basically the same angle it was at the top, pretty roughly the same. So he could get a little bit more downcock, feel like that club's getting a little closer to his shoulder, and that would really help his lag. So let's look at it as he continues down. When he doesn't get this downcock, now we're going to see as his hand's in front of his right thigh, his club is not parallel to the ground as it should be. Now long hitters, Bubba Watson, Tiger Woods, all these guys that are synonymous with hitting the ball very solid and very far all have a great amount of lag, and their club, when the left hand is in front of the right thigh, would be parallel to the ground or a little bit better. So if he did this, he could pick up some definite yardage. And the reason why, we've gone over this many times, but as the hands move to impact, the hands are going to be moving at that constant speed and actually slowing down, but they're going to be moving maybe 6 or 8 inches, and now his club is only moving 3 feet. Whereas Tiger Woods and Bubba Watson and these long hitters, now their club's going to be moving another 1.5 feet in distance. So they're creating a bigger lever. They're getting a lot more whip through impact. So let's go ahead, let me go over this move for you, this downcock move. Okay, so in the video with Steve Stricker, we saw how he's losing lag in his downswing. He's not creating that snap at the bottom of the swing or that whip that's allowing him to get a lot of clubhead speed. And that's why he's not an extremely long hitter. Now, one great rule of thumb you can have for when you're trying to build lag is that you're either gaining lag or you're losing lag. Now what I mean by this is one of the most common pieces of instruction out there is that in our backswing, we want to make sure that we max out this wrist cock as soon as we can and then hold on to this angle all the way throughout the swing. Well, that just doesn't work. And the reason for this is once that angle is maxed out, once you've got the most amount of wrist angle or wrist hinge as you can get, you're going to want to start losing that. That's just the way that things work. So if I max out my wrist cock in the backswing very, very early, as soon as I start down, I'm going to start losing that angle and casting the club. What I want to do is conserve that so that I can gain wrist cock, or downcock as we call it on the site. I want to be downcocking in the downswing so that I'm going to be maxing out that angle about halfway in the downswing. So if I max out on the backswing, I'm going to be casting all day long. So here's what that would look like, the downcock move. So I'm getting less wrist hinge in the backswing, and as I'm completing my backswing and starting the downswing, I'm actually increasing this angle. That's the downcock move. So you're gaining lag about halfway into the downswing, and then you're going to let it go. It's the exact same thing that Sergio Garcia does. Well, actually all PGA players do this, but it's very noticeable in Sergio Garcia. So let's go ahead and take a look at Sergio doing this exact same move. Okay, so if we take a look at Sergio Garcia here, we're going to see him doing the exact same thing we just talked about. So as his hands complete the backswing, okay, so now his hands are all the way back. If I draw a line on his right forearm and the club, what you're going to notice is as he starts the downswing, this angle is actually increasing, or it's becoming a sharper angle. So as he starts his downswing, now this angle is much sharper than the angle we had at the top. So he's increasing lag, and that's the real key. To start the downswing, we want to make sure that we downcock and increase that angle, and then from here, once that angle is maxed out, remember I said you're either increasing lag or you're getting rid of lag. He's fully maxed it out, and from here he's thinking about releasing this angle as hard as he can, and it's starting to go at that point, and now the angle is fully released, and he's taking advantage of this giant lever he's created in his golf swing, and that's the #1 creator of clubhead speed in the golf swing. Creating that lever, lag and release, creates about 70% of the clubhead speed in your golf swing. Okay, so if you want to learn how to do this move for yourself, if you want to start creating some massive lag and get some really good clubhead speed like all those PGA Tour players, I want you to click the link in the bottom right hand side of your screen. That's going to take you to the Downcock video. So once you click this link, you'll be taken to a page where you can sign up for your free membership. You'll get to watch the full Downcock video for free. That's going to pop up automatically. That's usually a premium video that you'd have to pay for. Plus you're going to receive 25 bonus videos, and those are included with our free membership, absolutely free of charge to you. I can't wait to start working with you guys more in the future. Good luck with your golf game, and good luck with your lag. Now it's time to take action. Don't let another year pass and still be frustrated with your golf game. This is your year to beat all of your friends. Go to the description below and click the link to sign up for your free membership. It will never cost you a dime, and you'll receive over 2.5 hours of detailed, eye-opening video lessons. Plus, you will be able to see the remainder of this video, only available if you click the link on this particular video. Be the first of your friends to join our 40,000 plus free members. We look forward to having you on our team.